although Michelin beat expectations across the board on their performance for the first half. That was very much the message that they had this morning, that the troubles are not behind just yet. As you said, sales were up almost 20% to 11.2 billion euros and 23% increase in tire volumes, with free cash flow at 361 million. So it was a strong beat for Michelin. The car division, which is the largest division there, so sales up 27% in the first half, but trucks as well up 20%. Specialty is the one that was just slightly disappointing there, but sales were still up 7%. So as you mentioned, they have raised their target for the year, with EBIT above 2.8 billion euros against 2.5 previously, and free cash flow above 1 billion against something around 1 billion previously. But as you said, they have warned that there was still persistent impact of the health crisis, causing major disruption to the supply chain. So we had a chance to catch up with the CFO of Michelin, Yves Chapot, and asked him how much visibility does the company have on the supply chain. Take a listen.
The visibility actually is very short. We have experienced during the whole first half a lot of small crises. One of them was, of course, the Ever Given container boat, which was stuck in the Suez Channel. But we have also experienced the crisis, for example, with our textile suppliers or different of raw material supplies. So we have, for some goods, we have a very short-term visibility. For some others, the perspectives are better. The difficulty is to predict what can happen to one of our tier 2 or tier 3 supplier in a very complex supply chain.
So that was Yves Chapot, the CFO of Michelin, talking about the lack of visibility on the supply chain, also higher raw material prices. They have had to hike prices already twice in the first half of this year. They said they're looking potentially having a third hike later this year, but they're watching where the prices go for the rest of the year. But we see a positive reaction on Michelin, also several brokers raising their price target for Michelin, including JP Morgan, Jefferies and Citi. And we see the Michelin shares up almost 0.5% on the CAC 40 this morning.